Hey guys, this is Shane and welcome to my Curator of the Lost channel. Today, hey, I'm going to talk about something a little different. I normally get on here and I'm showing you cool finds and comps and all the money that, potential profit that you can make if you find something like this and all these success stories. But today, I'm going to show you my losers, okay? These are books that I just pulled from either my inventory or my death pile, things that that weren't worth my time once I got them home and I started looking at them. They've been sitting there forever. And, I think it's instructive, right? And I'll kind of give you some reasoning of why I'm pulling it. And I'm just gonna, redonate them. There's a couple of them that's going to get trashed because of different reasons, but I'll go through it. But before I do, I want to say thanks. Thanks for the channel support, for the views, the comments, and it's a topic I think it's worth pulling some threads on. So I look forward to your comments and perspective on kind of some of the same stuff. So let's jump in. So yeah, you watch videos on people doing estate sales and yard sales and all these great buys, and we're like sports pundits, right? We're book pundits or thrifting pundits. We get on and we show you, hey, I bought this thing for a quarter and it's going to make me $100. And maybe in your situation, you're like, I never get that, or everything I buy just doesn't sell, or it's no good. And I'm just going to tell you that it's not all winners. There are losers, all right? And so I'm going to go through, and I may not go through all these, but it is, use your legs. I've got this box that I just went through that is losers. It's stuff that I bought, I paid money for, and luckily, in the great state of Alabama, I'm usually paying, 50 cents, $1, $1.50 tops. So, with this big Home Depot box I just showed you is probably, it might be $20 worth of stuff, that I've invested my hard-earned money, my capital that I'm reinvesting in stock, that I'm fixing to just get rid of. They're losers. So, I think it's important for the psychology of buyers, especially if you're new, right? Is just understand that it's not always going to work out. And I mean, we know that's it's a life lesson too, right? It's not always unicorns and rainbows, right? Your best laid plans sometimes don't work out. And the same thing on books. You buy books, whatever the heat of the moment, whatever comps you had at the time, you had a certain vision or you're operating on certain knowledge. And once you get them back and you try it out, they just don't move. So it happens all the time. If you're selling stuff on Amazon, you think it should sell with, the e-scores or the BSR numbers, and then it sits there for 3 months or 6 months and you got a cold inventory, and not only do you lose that, cost of goods, but now you have to pay to get rid of it, right? Or to get it sent back to you. On eBay, my shelves behind me, of my book stock, you start to run out of space. And if you notice, hey, I'm going to do a video, maybe I've been really listing and my shelves are starting to get full again. So taking that time to list. But when I did that, I went through and did a bunch of culling. So let's just go through some of these and I'll just tell you my reasoning why. If you've been a long time viewer, you might remember some of this stuff from previous videos, right? So, all right, these first two, I remember getting these from an estate sale, and it was this Wild Harvest and Complete Outdoorsman Handbook by this kind of the same author. You can tell there's similar themed covers. These would sell. They would bring, together 20 or 25 bucks, but it turns out they're kind of dirty. I thought I could clean them. They never really cleaned it. They don't really have a smell, but they're just dirty. And so I'm getting rid of them. All right. MGB, I love British car stuff. Foreign import car things sell really good for me. This particular one is older. This was how to purchase and restore one. It just didn't have a great profit potential. And I'm like, it was in my death pile. Why don't I take the time to list this? It's going to be $5 in fees. It's just not good. Same thing. This one, it was a fishing tackle catalogs of the golden age. There's some that are listed higher, but the ones that are selling for like $5 or $6, and sometimes with free shipping. It's not worth my time. That's going to be the story on a lot of these. It's like whatever comp I used or whatever thought I had when I get ready to sell. Yeah, okay, there's some that are listed out there for 20 bucks or 18 bucks or 25 bucks, but the ones that are selling are like selling for $4 or $5, and it's just not worth the space, the time, the effort, right? This drawing manga, I think this actually probably came in with another, like a drawing kit, but same thing. All right, I had this one. I remember getting this one out in Alamogordo, New Mexico. Traveled from New Mexico to Alabama. The multiple belly power system, and it was kind of ratted out cover, but you see, I think it was actually 50% off when I bought it, so I got it for 50 cents. Well, it turns out the cover, it's just bent, scraped, ratted out. I didn't mind so much the dust jacket. I guess I should have just inspected it more. Pretty rough condition, but I bought it because it had a pretty good return, but nah, it's gone. You remember the prepper sale that I went to? It might have been a year ago now, where the guy had all the books on, you know, guerrilla warfare and snipers and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Well, here's 3 or 4 books from that sale that just, again, the return, they're only going to sell for $4 or $5. The History of Torture, kind of gruesome. The Secrets of the Ninja, I thought that was going to be an awesome one. A Tyrant's, To Break the Tyrant's Chains. All these, they definitely not making money on Amazon, and on eBay, the margins are too thin. Stuff I just decided to, nah. Here's a couple of, I got these free from the library bin. The Lum and Abner VHS. There's just not a market for them, as you might expect, but they were free. I decided to try it. This was a sale not too long ago. The picture books, picture meaning like glass pictures. You may not say it that way where you're from. Pitcher sounds just like a glass pitcher or baseball pitcher when you're from the South. So pitcher. There's just not enough meat on the bone for me to warrant. I'll just take the loss. If I had all 7 of them, it'd be good. You know, some of these, when I bought them, there's some of them I bought. I thought I had a good comp. Turned out the comp, whatever I looked at that time, again, the heat of the moment, it's, you know, maybe it wasn't a sold comp, maybe it was a list comp. And the reality, because that's the danger probably of using a list comp for a purchase. Some of these I was just so sure about. I just knew that my Mach 1 calibrated eyeball knew what I was talking about, and I just bought them and didn't do a comp, and I was wrong. So it just happens. Here's one on agility dog training, usually a pretty good thing. This one only sells for like $4. This is just one I'm just lazy. I could probably sell these, but these Dotson magazines individually, they're not worth anything, but I thought I could put them together. I think I got them for 50 cents each. This one actually, the newer version of this sells for about 20 bucks, but this older version, I have no sold comps. So anyway, I'm letting them go. Here was a specialty magazine, Atlas of the Bible. A lot of times I see these selling for 12 to 15 bucks. It's selling for like $5 or $6, but then I can't ship it medium mail. It's just not, I don't know how people are selling it for that. That's what happens sometimes when you see these, and you know, we talk about it all the time. If it's people just making thin margins, you know, you see something free shipping and selling it for $4 or $5. How are they doing it? Well, they must have a really good shipping deal. You know, there's some kind of clearinghouse thing. They've got nothing in their stock, and they're literally making pennies on the dollar, but they're willing to make that just real thin, you know, 2, 3, 5%, so that, and they're selling thousands of things, right? This is one I don't know if I did a comp on this or just, I've sold some stuff like this before, canoeing in whitewater, but this is dated. It doesn't sell. All right, I thought this one, Are You Stuck in Traffic? I thought I had a good Amazon comp. Turns out it was restricted. And then on eBay, there's a newer version. It was just a total fail, even using a scanner, right? I scanned it, and I noticed now on ScoutIQ, they just modified something in the last week or two that when you scan, it shows like if something is restricted or not. And it used to not do that, or at least I didn't notice it. But this was one I thought I had a good one just to send it to Amazon. Nope. All right, here's one, a recent one. This 8 Trigon boxing. Turns out it's only about $8. I like it. Good subject matter. Usually it's good, but it has some issues. There's some broken spine issues. There was some highlighting in it I didn't like, but so with condition, and it only breaks like $8, even though I love the subject matter. I love this martial arts stuff. I usually have a great thing for. All right, here's one. I remember buying this in a basement at an estate sale. Rectifiers. It's only worth like $6, and it still kind of smells musky. Throw it away. The Arab Horse. This is a great example. Older book, 1960s version. It has list comps of like 25 or 30 bucks. No sold comps. There's nothing sold, so it just wouldn't sell. I'm just calling it, right? It happens. I think I got this out of a free box. Design of Experiments. It's only just like this edition. It's only like $5. So again, not worth my time. Remember some of the technical books that I bought? The big technical book. Like I got this whole stash of books for like 20 bucks. And here's just one, Radar Applications. I'm actually surprised. It's a Skolnick, which has a quintessential radar book handbook. But this is just like reprint papers from IEEE. It's only selling for $5 or $6. The shipping, packaging, it's kind of big. I'm tossing it. Donate it. Here's what I'm surprised at. I got this one. I don't even think I looked it up because it was an autographed copy, and it was Savannah Stories. So I thought, all right, it's autographed, kind of Savannah, Old South. It's selling. It's only the ones that are selling are only selling in for like $4 or $5. Not worth my time. All right, Warhammer. Actually, I got this one. A buddy of mine gave me this to sell. I have great success with Warhammer, and in general, I always sell them. But this one, this is the old rules core book. It's like from 2011, 12. I would still sell this. It would normally sell for even an old rules set for 12 or 15 bucks. But this one's kind of ratted out. It's got some spine issues, real loosey-goosey spine, some rubs. He gave it to me and said he gave me a bunch of stuff not sold. And you know, we got the still got to take him out to dinner. We thought we were gonna go to the big dinner place, still trying to get a time. But I don't have anything in it, but it's a condition plus what I can get. Again, it's not worth it. And he didn't want it back. He was culling stuff. Here's what I was surprised at when I bought it. I don't even think I did maybe I didn't do a comp with this Lansdowne Through the Years rugby. I would have swore looking at this has been one that just eyeball I would have picked. And it's got $25 or $30 list comps, but it's not selling, and when it does, I think I had one sold comp and it was like $5 again. So not worth the effort. Here's one. You know, I got this, I remember this from my childhood, right? And I said I was gonna just look at it and then I might resell it. It doesn't have resale value, and yeah, it's got some scribbling and stuff in it, so it's not worth keeping. And then I had these old, just got these from an estate sale. I think these actually came from California. It's old Choir Herald songbooks. I thought they might, but a lot of them are duplicates and they just don't. I've got some listed on another lot and they still haven't sold, and I'll just get rid of it. Here's another one. Actually, my buddy gave to me. This Industrial Light and Magic. It sells, but one reason I'm getting rid of this one is it doesn't make that much, and it's so huge. My boxes, it's hard for me to find a box that, you know, sizes to this. It's so big, it's bigger in all these dimensions than any box I have. And I'm like, I don't want the hassle for it to make like $6 off of it. So anyway, I'm getting rid of it. So that's it. That's stuff I've culled, and I tell you, it feels good. I got a little space, get some of these slow movers and things that really were, some of this was in my death pile, and there was a reason I wasn't listing it, because I knew for my effort, it just really wasn't worth my effort. So just get with the program, man, and just accept it. It's a loss. I lost $1 on it. I lost 50 cents on it. I lost $2 on it, whatever. Get rid of it, move on, free up that space. Feels good, kind of like that spring cleaning. But for you, if you guys are watching again, remember, it's not always, you know, like I said earlier, it's not always unicorns and rainbows. You make mistakes, and you will make mistakes that are higher dollar than this, but don't worry about it. Your winners will far over time. You keep plugging away and learning. Your winners over time will greatly eclipse the losers, you know. But I'm not always right. We're not always right. We have losers. They just don't sell. And you know what? It's just time to, like, fish or cut bait. Just cut bait time. So anyway, I thought a little bit different. It's not always the winners. Sometimes it's the losers too. So that's it. See cool, buy cool, and hopefully it won't be like these, be losers. They'll be winners. So talk to you soon. Bye.